He just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
Now, Stanovich. think good already. Done, I think good already. You know what? We gotta take a 5 minute break, you know. You know that way there?
If you could have dinner with anyone, who would it be?
Let me call Jeremy real quick.
We back, fellas. We back. We back. We back.
That's collectively 7 out of 12.
That's the shit I be on.
Struggled. Second chance points against the Pelicans, 36-4. They were outscored in that category. Simmons defended by Barnes. Durant fades.
Sitting here looking at some Durant highlights. Yes, it's the Madden GOAT. The GOAT of all goats. We call him the GOAT. Who that? Whoa! Just a person. That ain't one. That ain't one this early in the morning. That ain't him. Those the text messages from yesterday. That's not him. I'm thinking he online right now. This game will trick you, son. I'm thinking a nigga online right now. That ain't him, though. It ain't him, fellas. What you want me to do? Y'all ready, fellas?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
We playing for the free?
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
You told me you were going to drop 80 on me, son. You with this again?
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play of scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Second down, here's Chubb again.
Oh, shit. All right, 8 on the
Chop
run.
that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. That is able to get this one all the way past the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw, Watson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense? Forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 50, it's Watson.
Son, what?
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just steered the receiver down, then allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Play action. It's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early?
Oh man, he tripped me for real.
We know that. Can one of them break
for real? That's how he gonna get by for tripping me.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. They find some open field here. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And
I trucked him.
He take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
And before the 2nd down play,
We'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Watson on third down. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 31, Jackson. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, like that, he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard with an urge to go for it. It's almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Jackson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Open man is Duvernay, and they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. James Trochet in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
What?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
That's crazy.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
My nigga ain't even.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The final shot before the break. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get it as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, the offense ain't really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, they're going option play on third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And again, it's Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They go play action with Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the interception, here's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he gets us up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll go again with Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Shoves him aside. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Throwing, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A good run there off right tackle. In old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That is a great way to close them out, fellas. No points allowed. You can't beat that.
You ready?
You ready? Okay, you got the Broncos. You get to play a new team.
Nah, it's just a random pick.
Oh man, he making excuses already. You live on stream right now. You
It's
live
the
on
NFL
YouTube and
on
Twitch
EA
right now.
Sports coming to you now from the foot
That's
of the
what I like to hear.
Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos.
Nah, this arena is fire.
Here we go from Denver.
Yo, why that shit so high back there like that, son?
Here's
Crazy.
Jakeem
Oh, yeah,
Grant
I'm
from his
out.
end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Yeah,
He's
doing
at the
that.
40, the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That's the shit I do.
And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams
There you
talk
go.
about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd
Still
out,
here?
as you just talked about there.
Oh, I
We've got to
missed.
control the ball early. And in this case, forget
Come on
fast
now.
start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
That was a bullshit ass kick return though.
Oh man.
Washington now brings this out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible forward tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On 2nd and 12.
Oh! Look, so I'll take it. But that was my sack, though.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take
Yo, he
possession
ran right
of the
past
football.
him on the
And
sack.
they'll take possession
This game is
already
crazy,
in the red
son.
zone and in a great spot to add points to the score.
How many times have we seen a defense
Settle down,
with
yo.
a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them
he
not
ran
pinned
right
down,
past him.
but in a
That's
favorable
crazy.
spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Shit.
And this defense
Come on, Cooper, hold on to him
feeling
longer,
encouraged
son.
at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Chubb will get the call running.
Yeah, that's what I like to see, Cooper. That's a good hold.
Effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So
That
the
was a good couple
interception set him
plays,
up with
good kick
terrific field
return.
position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say,
Yo, why don't he drop the ball?
And the decision
Like, I'm
to bring
coming
it out,
full
not a
speed,
good
40
one, as
yards.
he's tackled it to 15.
Hit stick on
most
him.
people, the excitement of a kickoff
They
return
won't
is to
see.
see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big
Oh
time
my
play?
God, man. You let him untackle.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there. And
Yeah,
give him the first
I see
down.
why we have to drop him.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
To throw again on second down. Wilson got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
I hate surviving this.
Again, Wilson.
Yes, I need that one.
Pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
Yeah, he got to get open. Not the quarterback.
And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Don't quit.
10-0 the score after
Come on now.
on EA Sports.
Game's just started.
Nah, this arena is fire. It's crazy.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it,
Ooh.
forced to, because you know coaches with these short field goals
That was
is a
a nice
last
little
resort,
cut.
right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So slow.
23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, think about this strong safety position. You know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson.
Son,
What?
what?
One that's intercepted. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out here somewhere.
I thought the defense might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Oh, they get a little daylight.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Going with a screen for Murray. Shoves him aside. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from a yard out.
And the Broncos are on the board.
Oh, I ain't block it. Oh, my God.
Come on now.
That ain't make this game. Come on.
This is good.
Come on now.
That ain't make this game last. So how did they block that?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Run that out like you did earlier. Yeah.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
You returning this?
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's third and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Operating from the gun, Wilson.
Oh.
Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Running right through him, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They run it again with Chubb.
To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Baron Browning. And they're going to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Cade York on now for the field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away.
York able to send this one through.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
This is it right here, fellas. Yes, sir.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Here comes another drive from this unit. And Charles are coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good help. Thanks.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation. But in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start.
What's wrong with your internet, man?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
Come on, don't get saved by the connection, bro.
On the delay, this is Murray.
Man, this thing, come on.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
Oh my God.
He is nervous. We got him.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man complete.
Bro, tap the ball. That's what
and they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. They're going right back to Hamler. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. Touchdown.
You got that on the screen?
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
You got that on the screen?
Definitely.
Extra point away from going back on top.
It looks better when I come back. Just me winning just like that.
Extra point there, up and good. And they have taken
And
the
if
lead
you ain't
here.
score, you would have blamed it on the game lagging. So it's like everything worked out for me. We get a good game, and you can't blame the
Here's
game now.
McManus now to kick it away.
You're right. Good luck to you.
On the return from his end
You
zone
think
is
I use
Grant.
luck? Oh, how can he catch me?
You
Son?
thought.
Come on, son.
You thought.
And up to the
You thought.
28-yard line.
He can't catch me in real life, bruh. Don't do that no more. Yeah.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And able to get this one across the 45.
I thought she was going left for sure.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And again, it's Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try the air now with Watson.
Yeah, that's pass interference, right?
Let's go.
Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
Wow.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On the carry, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it. Chubb. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
I didn't want to.
24 yards.
I didn't want to.
Browns answer
I swear I didn't want to.
to take a 4th quarter lead. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting.
He broke that tackle. I'm so surprised I got all them yards.
T-word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
Now it's Watson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Washington now brings this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
I'm going to tell y'all one time, don't start the bullshit.
The Broncos
Play
on
ball.
the field ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game.
Damn.
Oh my God, son. Sometimes they just be having me stand there. Like,
Yeah, and that's always a
when I could just step up and take it. That's so.
the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The drive continues as they search for. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Oh, finally.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Could be.
Weak ass. This shit. Damn.
Into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The York now for the extra
Good
point.
Good game. Touch.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Try and run it back.
Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
All right, I'm about to add you
I'm gonna have
after
to go
this.
get my team. I'm gonna have to get my team though.
All right, that's
Washington
cool.
now brings this out.
That's cool. I'm about to add you right now.
So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
Yeah, he got another team that people don't really use. Say no more. You can't be making it this fun for me, son. I thought you was about to go get like the chief.
This is my team, bro. Nah, everybody, nah. I'm like the Chiefs, but with my team, bro. Put that on the stream.
We about to see. You're gonna have to show me because I'm at that quarterback. He gonna have to show us that he can really defend. Who you just had? Russell Wilson was scrambling a little bit too. I don't think Stafford gonna have that same scramble that Wilson just had.
First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio.
He caught me a couple times scrambling a little bit with Russell Wilson. He ain't getting
Los
that.
Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns.
Only way to start the game off right is to return this one.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Looking to throw right away is Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Why would you play with me like that?
Force it in, and it's intercepted.
Why would you play with me like that?
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
What do you think will happen, Joe?
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts
gotta
through
get
for a
it,
solid
son.
game.
Get the
And
ball
now a
too.
throw on
Just
first
get him.
down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10. Stafford.
Come on, that's wide open.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford.
Right where he's at. Why would you do that?
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
But he's able to get this to the 40.
You got to get a different guy on somebody he can't go. That's all that was about.
On first down, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
He's attacking him. Get that X from under his name because we just attacked him twice.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that's how you shake
You know what they say, 3
the
strikes you're out.
opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go with Chubb on second down.
Oh, he on the floor.
It's blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And he wants credit for the tackle for that too. You know that, right? Come on,
Special
right?
tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up
Tripping me and
going
you're not
backwards.
calling. You're not calling nothing.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 17 yards out. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
And no Allen to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
What in the world is going on?
Look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Fuck off me, boy.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Stafford.
That would complete to Skoranek.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
22. To throw is Stafford.
I need that too.
And a fine cut, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And some room to roam now.
Come on, he chasing me from behind, catching me.
40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Six nothing our score after one. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They give the tackle to Quentin Lake. Second and 5 now. Watson. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On fourth down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. A give running right is Chubb.
Get the fuck out of here.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. A give. This is Chubb.
Come on, so that should be able to break. What is his name?
Back at the 21-yard line.
He's stopping me, an old people. Come on.
3 yards, and now it's second down. Chubb will get the call running left.
Now what?
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chubb.
Who is the three of
That's
them?
that guy.
That's
That's that guy.
here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second down and goal. Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
That's off again. Come on. Oh, no.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Yeah, I know what to do. Make sure Cup don't get the ball.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Clay did on the last one.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for
Damn.
the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Stafford here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Miles Garrett, you know better than to tackle him without stripping the ball.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go.
You're going to tackle him, strip the ball.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again is Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
57.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
For Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A final shot before the break. Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe your defense
on the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Now it's a ball game.
LA.
Now it's a ball game.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Come on.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Son, how? Who's that? Donald, son?
Dude, that's Aaron Donald, bro.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Can see him.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. Handoff comes to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
I gotta catch it.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
I ain't even attempt.
Nah, it was a bad kick.
Now he's back out there to boom.
Now, I know that. I'm just saying I ain't even attempt to do it because I know they was going to make me miss it. I ain't even think to even try to block it.
From his own zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And some room to maneuver.
Wow.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 78 yards. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Come on, fellas. You know what we need.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Stafford.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. That'll be caught by Cup. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 69 yards. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Come on.
Incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Stafford on first down. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing is Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 31. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Again, it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Chubb running right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for Nick Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 190 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb from 17 yards out. And the Browns have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's a distance team.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford now to throw.
Into.
Open man right
Come
side.
on, they switched me to the wrong guy.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. And some space here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now it's Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To the air again, Stafford.
Damn.
This is intercepted.
There's no way near that.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And
400 yards.
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On fourth down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Throwing now, Watson.
Son, what the fuck?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
How didn't even throw it off my back foot
Taylor
like that?
Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.